So hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Miriam Moleli. For those who are new here, if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Thanks for always tuning in. So in today's video, it's a bit of a story time. I've decided to do a story time for you guys. So kindly can I get a like, a comment, a positive comment by the way. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about my first heartbreak story in campus. My first heartbreak story in campus. So joining campus, I remember we used to be told, don't date those people that are not first years like yourself. Don't even date your first year in campus. I wish I had listened. I wish I still listen to that. So I joined first year in 2018. July. So I joined first year. We were the only people in school. The other people were going for long holidays, so I was safe. I did not engage myself in any relationship whatsoever. Not even a situationship, an entanglement, or anything. So let's go straight to second semester. Second semester started in February. In February the next year. I remember we went home from October. We had a mini long holiday. We went home from October. We came back in January 22nd. So straight into February, there was this event. I joined drama. I joined like a lot of activities in school. I started like knowing the second years, third years, and fourth years. Then so there's this one guy that approached me, and trust you me, this guy was an angel on earth. He looked good. He was my description of my dream man. He was kind. He was a nice person. He was soft spoken. He was vulnerable. So even during the chase, he was very vulnerable. He used to like to cry, tell me how much he loved me and all that stuff. So trust you me, I fell with my hands and my legs and my body all in it. Like I fell for him like so much. So I got into this relationship with this guy. So the relationship was good for quite some time. Let's say for like a month or so. The relationship was fine. Then now we get to the second month. Or actually after we started dating, it was 5 days to Valentine, so we couldn't go on Valentine because there was like no love to celebrate. So still during the time for the chase and all that. So 1 month is over. We are already in a relationship. So when this guy, he was chasing me, or when he was starting to know me, he knew that I liked going out. Like me, I was someone who had come to campus and I was having as much fun as I could have. So I'm like, hey, can we go out to this club that was like the one that was booming at that time? So I'm like, can we go to this club? Yes, or at times no. So if we go with like his cousin and I don't know who. So this day, my first red flag, my friends were going out. I talked to him and we had agreed we are actually all going out to this club. So my friends, they're all ready. I'm also ready. I really like want to go. So just before we got out to go to the club, he called me. He's like, oh, you know, my cousin has this issue, so I had like to go home real quick, come back, like there's some things that I'm sorting. So I just don't want like I'm not in the right mental state right now. I just want to come and spend some time with you in the house. So I was in love, honey. I was in love. So he just came to the house. We spent time like he wanted us to. We spent time and he told me he went home. Guess what? My friends are coming back from Dunda, like from the club, and they're like, you know, we saw so and so at the club. And I'm like, I thought the nigga went home because he was going through a lot. Anyway, I didn't confront him on that issue. I just relaxed. I didn't talk about it. So that passed. We continued like hanging out. This whole time I used to hang out with this guy in my house or at his place where he shared with the cousin. But apparently he had told me before he started dating that he has another place where like he settled alone because staying with his cousin, the place that they were staying with the cousin was risky and all that stuff. So I'm like, okay, it's fine. So when I asked him, like, instead of going to this place where you're sharing with your cousin or going to my place because I still had a roommate, why don't we go to your house? Like, let's do our stuff, let's like catch up together, like at your house. You know what this guy told me? You know, yes, you could go to my place, but you know, the issue is because my friend brings his girlfriend. So I was like, when your friend doesn't have his own place, why does he bring his girlfriend like every day to your house? And where do you sleep when he brings his girlfriend? Like, if he doesn't pay rent, why does he bring his girlfriend to your house? And why don't you even tell your friend that your girlfriend wants also to come to your house? He never talked about it. What did he do? He started crying. He started overreacting. So I let it slide as normal. Like as usual, I ignored the red flags. Trust me, the red flags look green when you're with a man that you are overly obsessed with. So I let that slide. That incident, when was it? What is that incident? That thing that he told me, or that red flag I should have seen that I didn't see, he told me that he doesn't want my friends to know that me and him are dating, or the people that we were in the club together, like not in like acting together, or those people that knew us to know that we are dating, because he called them snakes. He was saying that, oh, they will try to break our relationship. You know, I'm such a nice guy and all that. And you know what? Imagine I fell for that. Okay, I didn't fall for that. I didn't tell anybody though. And then there's this time I was having like this conversation. We were going out together. So imagine we used to go out together and I had to pretend that I had never seen this nigga my whole life. Like, we had to pretend like we don't know each other. So there's this time we had gone for like this get together with friends and the people that we're acting together. And then I started talking to one of my friends. And when I started talking to my friend, this guy comes and grabs me and he's all mad and he's like, you're telling your friends our business, I don't know what. So what had happened before then, he came to the place where we were having the party, and I had been looking for him the whole day and he wasn't responding. So when he came, I just asked him, like, why would you even do that? Why would you do that? So when I started talking to these friends of mine, he thought I was telling them the story. So he got mad. He's like, no, you're telling your friends our business, I don't know what. Then he grabbed me and then took me to my own house. You get mad, then you grab me and take me to my own house. And then I'm like, what was that? Actually, I was even talking to them about other stuff completely. So when he takes me to their house, he's like, no, I don't want them to know our business. I don't want them to destroy our relationship. They have destroyed many relationships for me. So I don't want them to destroy our friendship. I was like, okay, Romeo, you don't want your love with Juliet to be... Like, it wasn't making sense. Like, who are you? There are hotter guys out here than him, and but I wasn't thinking like that. So I was just like, he's trying to protect me. He doesn't want to go to the club because he can meet his ex, and they decided with the ex that they don't want to be seeing each other. And I also fell for that lie. Can you imagine? I still fell for that lie. Like, the character development that I got. So trust me, you come for this time, this guy ghosted me for weeks. And when I try to ask him, why have you ghosted me? Do you know what he used to tell me? You know, I'm going through a lot. You're not understanding. Like, trust me, it was the drama in this relationship. And I would still feel bad. I remember I used to feel bad. We would go out with people. I see him like all cozy with other ladies, and he's just like, no, we're just friends, we're just chilling. You know, you're being over insecure, you're being over dramatic, and let me tell you, men can lie.
Boys, you guys are liars. You guys can lie. Hey, liars.
Like, what were those? And trust me, I used to stay at the corner and cry. I used to cry. I used to even lack appetite, not eat. I lost weight. And another thing, effect that it had on me, I had a low self-esteem. Like, I used to have very low self-esteem. I used to feel like I'm the problem. I'm not lovable as those ladies are. I'm not as beautiful as they are. Like, whatever I went through, it's something I wouldn't wish anyone to go through. But you know what? I still stuck by my man. So I remember there's this time he disappeared for like 2 to 3 months. he disappeared, like completely. He was nowhere to be seen. I call him, he's not picking my calls. I'm looking for him, I can't find him. And then he reappeared out of nowhere. I met him at the club, and I'm like, I thought you died, honey. You're still alive. You mean you're living? So, okay, we just talk. Of course, him and his excuses. I believe him. We make up. We go back to the usual. So I remember even when we used to meet in those clubs, like we meet, we make up, then he would sleep and get like he'd be like, wake me up by 6, I leave. You're wondering, where you leaving to at 6? You're working at the club, you're working at night, where you leaving at 6? So if I don't wake him up early, I remember there's this time I woke him up at around 7. You know, you are all like tipsy, you overslept. I woke him at 7. He was furious. I think I just thought maybe he wanted to get home when no one, like he wanted to leave when no one notices and all that. Maybe he was just like trying to hide. And trust you me, all this time I was believing that this nigga was trying to keep the relationship private. All along he was trying to keep our relationship secret. So fast forward, I had met this guy before when we were still with this man. I had known this guy like a long time ago. So this guy was a friend to my man. So this guy, they had a conversation. That sometimes they were conversing. And then I was telling him, I used to tell him that guy is my man. I don't know what, so I can date you and all that. So he came and told me, you know, you told me you're dating so and so, but when we were leaving from the club, he told me he's going to his girlfriend's place and that you and him are just like close friends. Close friends. Like, trust you me. Hey. Anyways. So I didn't have evidence, so I wouldn't confront him on that. And I had sworn to myself, like, if there's one thing I swore to myself, I would never leave a man over something I had without evidence. So fast forward, we went for long holiday. Before we went for long holiday, this man was still assuming me. So I broke up with him over text. I was like, I can't do this anymore. I am done and all that stuff. We went home from May to September. So fast forward, I went home around May 10th. May 31st is my birthday. He texts me, hi, I am sorry. I want to wish you a happy birthday, princess. I am sorry I didn't send you money to cover for your birthday expenses and all that. I had already moved this man from my mind, and I had already decided that I'm moving on with my life. So when he texted me that, I just casually responded, thank you for your birthday wishes, but I have parents. They can sponsor or they can pay for my birthday. Like, I don't really need you. So yeah, it's easy to say things when you don't see someone. So I came back in July. Actually, I don't wait for the long holiday to end. I came back in July for music. So when I came back, actually before I came back, this guy that was my friend, he sent me a video, like this guy talking, saying that we are not dating. I even shared it with him, and he was like, no, people just don't want to see us together. I don't know what. So when I came back for music, we met. We actually met. We were in the same mini club together. So he was like, hi, I need us to have a conversation. So we went had that conversation, and trust you me, like the stupid person I was, I still believed his lies. He was like, oh, people don't want to see us together. That was a lie. He's just trying to put me in a fix. He doesn't want us to be together and all that stuff. So fast forward to this day that we were supposed to go out. So we got back together. That other guy was mad at me because it's like, I'm trying to help you, you're not seeing it, sis. So fast forward, we have gone out for festivals again. This guy is with this chick. That is the chick that he's sitting with. I am fighting numerous guys. No, actually, I'm not fighting because I don't fight. Numerous girls are fighting me in the club because of him. He comes with these girls. They're his best friends. You just see best friends every day. And then now there's this day, this chick confronted me in the club, and he's like, she's like, I'm sorry, she's like, you're dating so and so, you know, I'm also dating him. And that day that he told me you that he was busy, he wanted to rest a little so that he can come and see you, he was sleeping next to me in the bed. And she told me the events of that day, and I was like, this girl knows what she's saying. And you know this, what this guy did, he had just left us like, you solve your issues together, I don't care, I don't care. So I just noticed like this man does not really love me. So what I did, like, even when I confronted him, he didn't talk to me for a whole week. And trust him, I kept pushing, I kept feeling bad, this man is not talking to me. But finally I came back to my senses, and I was like, no sis, you're not doing this to yourself anymore. You see, that man that is trying to help you, that man that is trying to get to you, and that man that loves you, you're going to be in a relationship with him. Because every time I break up with this guy, I still come back. So I broke up with him and got into another relationship. Actually, the truth is, I did not get into that other relationship to get over him entirely. I got into that relationship because I found someone that really loved me, honestly, like someone that was down for me. Even after he came back, he still understood that people make mistakes. So I left this guy, I started dating. I just like moved into the other relationship. That was the only easier way to get over this guy. So the time I'm getting into this relationship is in November. Do you know that this guy looked for me after 3 months in February, when I've already started living with this guy? We have had we have had our moments. I was just like in the best place in life, and then this guy looks for me, he just calls me and he's like, I need us to talk. Talk about what? Talk about what, honey? I am not available. I remember that's what I told him. I'm not available. I am not there. I am not going to fall for you anymore. So we still pushed, and I was like, I think you need closure, honey. Let me come and tell it to you face to face. And trust you me, this one time I was strong enough, and I was like, when you disappeared, I found someone who was there for me all the time, someone who did not mind showing me to the world. So I got what I deserved. So I don't need you anymore. So you can go and be with your girl, the one that you've been dating. So this whole relationship, when I thought I was in a relationship with you, I was in a quagmire. I was like in a triangle. Actually, not a triangle, because this guy had numerous women. So but the character development that I received from that guy, I think I needed it to be the woman that I am right now, because right now I cannot be fooled by such stuff. I cannot fall for that. And let me tell you, honey, when someone tells you that they want to be in a private relationship, they don't want people knowing their matters, they don't want you to post, they're overcautious. If you told someone anything, run. If you can't run, you can have a private life but not a secret life. If you want it secret, he's with other women. Get that for me, honey. Get that for me. So that's my story. I hope it was entertaining. I hope you learned something. I hope you captured 1 or 2 things. So I've come to the end of the video. Please don't forget to subscribe. Please don't forget to like. Don't forget to share. And don't forget to turn on the post notification bell so that you can be among the first people to be notified when I post a new video. Bye. Yeah, all stay safe.